Hello, this is Dr. Paul Ingmanson, and I'm the Director of Sleep Laboratory Services at the VA Hospital in San Antonio, Texas. And I'm here to talk to you about healthy sleep and how you can get the best rest of your life for the rest of your life. This is part one of this series, so we're going to start with a discussion of why sleep is important. Now, please take out a pad of paper for your use during this series. Sleep seems to be universal. All humans and most animals sleep, and losing sleep appears to be associated with a number of health problems. Still, the scientific study of sleep is a relatively young field, and there are many open questions concerning why we sleep and why sleep problems often lead to health problems. Although we do not have all the answers about why sleep is important, we do know that many people probably do not get enough sleep, and many people have poor quality sleep. In fact, most adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. However, it has been estimated that at least a third of adults are not getting enough sleep. In addition to the length of sleep, we are concerned about quality of sleep. There are many individuals who spend 7 hours or more in bed each night, but suffer from the effects of poor quality sleep. "35% of Americans rate the quality of their sleep as poor or only fair." So sleep problems are extremely common, and these problems involve not only the insufficient duration of sleep, but also poor quality sleep. So now I've got a couple of other questions for you viewers. On a pad of paper, answer the following question. Am I getting at least 7 hours of sleep on most nights? Please write a yes or no. For most adults, we recommend at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, but at least a third of people are not getting that. Now write down, what do you think that prevents you the most from getting 7 hours of sleep per night? So we know that many people are not getting enough sleep or are getting poor quality sleep. What do you think some of the effects of insufficient sleep or poor sleep quality may be on your health? Write down a couple of these things on your pad of paper. Okay, we know it has effects in a number of areas, both in terms of people's health as well as their performance. For example, we know that sleep deprivation decreases productivity and impairs decision making. It can also impair memory and interfere with the brain's ability to learn. When we do tests on people who have not had enough sleep, we can see longer reaction times and impaired motor skills. These impairments will make tasks like driving or operating machinery more dangerous. We see visual impairments in people that are sleep deprived. The eyes can't stay in focus and the world becomes blurry. We see changes in people's moods and emotions. People become a little more unstable as a consequence of sleep deprivation. People who are sleep deprived become more irritable, and this can have negative effects, both for family life and relationships with coworkers. Sleep deprived people are grumpy people. Write down on your pad of paper how you feel when you don't get enough sleep. These negative effects, of course, have real-world consequences. There's a greater risk of injury for automobile accidents for drivers that are sleep deprived, or that have untreated sleep disorders. In addition to these effects on human performance, there are a number of health problems that are increased as a consequence of poor sleep. We know that people who are at increased risk for high blood pressure, for heart disease, for stroke, there also appears to be an increased risk for diabetes. Obesity is more common among people with poor quality sleep or insufficient time of sleep. As people gain weight, we see more sleep problems. We see impaired memory as a consequence of poor sleep. We even have effects on mortality. Early death is more common in people that are short sleepers or in people that have untreated sleep disorders. So we know that sleep has important consequences on people's alertness and performance every day, and it also appears to be the case that not getting enough sleep or having poor quality sleep is associated with increased risk for a number of health problems. On your pad of paper, write down 3 things that can be hurtful to a person not getting enough sleep. We talked earlier a bit about what prevents you from getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Now write down how many hours of sleep you actually are getting every night. Make sure you keep this pad of paper handy for reference when you're watching future videos in this series or to share with your healthcare provider. Be sure to watch the other videos in this Sleep 101 series and check out additional sleep materials in the Virtual Medical Center Cybrary. Thank you very much.